Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Maulana Ibrahim, and today in this video I am going to be doing a tutorial of how to make a robot with the help of a coding program called MakeCode.microbit.org. And yeah, as you can see, this is MakeCode right here. It's powered by Microsoft. And if you see down here, there's a lot of tutorials of how to make codes, stuff like that. And there's also live coding, games, radio games. But today, what we're going to be doing, or what I'm making in this tutorial, will be a remote controlled robot. So we're going to make a new project, and then you can click here, and then you can rename it uh, remote control robot. Then you can click create. After you click create, you can see the UI of the coding screen. So it's almost the same like Scratch. So just imagine this as like the game screen, and then this is like the code, the different types of codes, and then this is the canvas where you put the codes. And there's also a lot of like coding modes. There's also like you can also code in JavaScript, and you can also code in Python as well, just to like uh, do, if you want you can just code in Python or JavaScript if you want, and make like custom codes. But now we're just gonna use the regular blocks just like in Scratch. And yeah, there's basic input, music, LEDs, and radio, loops, logic, variables, math, and extensions. And today in this tutorial, we are going to be adding some extensions from GitHub over here. And then, yeah, and today we're just going to make some of the controls for the robot, like pressing up to go forward, left to go left, right to go right, pressing down the down button to go backward, and then to spin right, spin left, and stuff like that. So we're just gonna do the basics of the robot first. First, I'm going to tell you guys the robot that we're making, and then to find it, to at least know, we're gonna add the extensions first. So first, you can click the extensions, and it says to search or enter a project URL. So what you need to do is to go to GitHub, or you can just search GitHub TinyBit, and you can click enter. And this is the robot that we will be making. Maybe I will have this in the next part of the tutorial, but now we're just going to make some of the codes so it will work, it will move, and it will go turn left, turn right, and stuff like that. So what you need to do is to click the most top link. Then you can copy this URL. You can just Control C, and then after that you can go back to your make code. Then you can paste it here, Control V, and then you can click enter. You see there's an option to add extension from Yahoo TinyBit, and then you can just click it. So downloading extensions, adding extensions, and there it is. So there's a TinyBit extensions and NeoPixel extension available, but we need more extensions, because this extension is not enough, so we can add another one. What you can do is just Control V, and then you can change the URL by just deleting the strip, and then adding at the end an underscore, and then in caps lock IR. After that, you can click enter, and then there's a TinyBit underscore IR, and then you can just add that extension as well. See, it will add this more block codes to the system, and yeah, it will be useful for later. Now let's start with the coding. So first we need to go to basic, and then we can scroll down, and then we can choose on start. You can put it in just like Scratch, drag it in, and then after that, we can also go to TinyBit IR v1 or version 1. You can just put this one, the one at the top, connect IR receiver to PO, I mean P0, and then you can change it into P8. So what this means, this will like be the start button, you know. So on start, this will start the system. So it's basically like a start button. And then after that, to make the robot go forward, all you need to do is put this one in the canvas and then change it into up. See, so on up button press, it will. So you can after that go to here and then you can pick car control speed run. And then you can change the speed into like whatever you want, 45 or 47, whatever you want. And then what you need to do is to go to basic and then you can choose pause millisecond 100 right there. Then after that can go to tiny bit again, I mean this one, and you can choose this one, then put it in, and then it's car control stop. So what they will do, this script of code will, when up button press, the speed of the car will run forward at speed 47, and then when you release, it will pause for 100 millisecond, and then the car will stop. So the that's the function of that code. And then to make it go backward or to make it go in reverse, you can just duplicate it and then change it from up to down and from run to back. You don't need to change this one because yeah, you only need to change the up and the run. And then to make it go right, do the same from down to right, from back to right, and then again from left to from right to left, from right to left. So that's the main control of the car or the robot. Up to go forward, down to go backward, and then right to go right, left to go left. And we also need a rotate or a spin or turn left, turn right. And you can duplicate it again, and then you can pick spin right, and then change this as well to spin right, and then duplicate it again to spin left, and again spin left. So that's the 6 main controls of this robot. Up to go forward, down to go backward, right to go right, left to go left, spin right to go to turn right, spin left to turn left, and yeah. And what we can do is also add a horn to the car or a beep. See over here, change it into beep, and then you can just remove this, put it in the trash. And what you can do for the beep, you can go to music, and then you can add a ringtone here over here. Add it, ringtone Hertz middle C. You can change the ringtone if you want to be what middle D. So it's just like the piano, but the default is middle C. So we can just use middle C because why not? And then after that, you can do this one as well. So every code needs to have a pause as well. So you can do pause ms 100. You don't need to change the 100. 100 is enough. It's pretty good. It's not too long. It's not too short. So 100 millisecond is pretty good. So the use of the all of this pause 100 millisecond is to make it more smoother. So when it stops, it doesn't stop like instantly. So it has like time to it. So it's more smoother. And then after that, you can go to music again, and then you can choose this one, rest millisecond, and then change it into 1/4. So that's the code for the beep. And then you can also add another code for the light, the flashing light or the light from the car in front of the car. And then you can just delete this. And what you can do is go to TinyBit, and then you can choose this one, RGB car, big value, and then you can change the color whatever you want. I'm going to change mine to green. And then after that, You also need another pause. You can just duplicate it if you want to make it more faster. Duplicate it, not this one. This one, duplicate it, put it here, and then after that, you can duplicate this one, duplicate, and then put it there, and then change it into off. So on light button press, it will turn green. The light will turn on green, and then when release, it will pause for 100 milliseconds, and then it will turn off. And yeah, that's the whole code of that's the whole basic code of today's uh, video. Like we're just gonna do moving up, down, right, spin left, and then we added a horn, and we also added a light. And yeah, I think that will be it for this part of the tutorial. And you can also download it because it's not autosave, so you need to download it as well. So you can download, and may take a minute. Well, at least, well, you can download. So just download like how you download a Scratch file, and then yeah, that's it. So for the next part, you can open that file again to continue with your project. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Uh, see you next time on the next episode. So I hope the next part of the tutorial we will actually have the robot in my hands, so I can show you guys physically of like the robot moving forward and moving backward and turning on the light, uh, like making horn sounds. And yeah, I guess that will be it for my tutorial, or the part one of this tutorial. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. uh, the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.